Hi everyone, welcome back to Miss Reva's class. Here, I'll answer the exercises of math for grade 4. Look at the number 1. We have the number line. And then the first question is, the number p rounded off to the nearest hundred is what? Let's take a look. P in here. P is closer to 44,800. So let's see, 44,800. The question is to round it off to the nearest hundred. Nearest hundred. Where's the hundreds? This. If this is the hundred, so the rest, like after hundred, the tens and the ones, this tens and this is the ones, must be 0. Yeah. And it's already the answer. So for next, we have the number q. Rounded off to the nearest thousands is q. Q is this. Q is closer to 44,900. 44,900. Look, it needs to be rounded off to the nearest thousands. Nearest thousands. The thousand here is exactly 4 that I circle here. Look, the 4 should be changed or not. Rounded up or not. Let's take a look for the hundreds. The hundreds here, we have 9, which is 9 is more than 5, so we need to round it up. The 4 became 5. So the 10,000, it became, we have the nearest to sign. The 40,000, it keeps 40,000, and then the circle is changed, became 5. Because it is rounded up. And the rest, the hundred, tens, and ones became 0. Because we need to round it off to the nearest thousands. So the last real number is until the thousand. And then the R. For the R, we need to round it off to the nearest 10,000s. Look, the R is close to 44,900, so we can write 44,900. We need to round it off to the nearest 10,000s. Which number is 10,000s? It is exactly 4 that I circled P. This is the 10,000s. Look, the 4 here, it is change or no? Yes, it is not change because look at after the 10,000, it is the 1,000. The 1,000 is 4, which is 4 is less than 5. So the 10,000 doesn't change. So it would be like this. 4 doesn't change, and then the rest number, oh sorry, we would put this as pink. The 4 here that I circle, that is not changed because the 1,000 is less than 5. And then the 1,000 is became 0. Then the 100 here became 0. And then we have another 2 0. So that's the rounded off of P, Q, and R. And then number 2. Prove and explain that 34,831 is greater than 34,280 using the place value table. So we need to draw the place value table first, which is we will start from the 10,000s because it is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, it is 10,000s. So we need to write here is 10,000s, thousands, and in here is hundreds. It is tens, after that ones. So we have two numbers to compare. The first one is 34,831. And then the second one, we have 34,280. So let's take a look for the first number. We have 3. We put the digit in 10,000s, and then 4 is for thousands, 8 in hundreds, 3 for tens, and then 1, we put it at 1. And then next we have 3. For the next number, we have 3 here as the 10,000s. 4 is in thousands, 2 hundreds, and then 8 is at tens, 0 is at ones. So remember, if we want to compare something, we need to, let me just write it. To compare the number, we need to look at the greatest place value. Now look from the, oh yeah, look at can be. To compare the number, we need to look at the greatest place value. The greatest place value here is 10,000. Let's take a look, 3 and 3. It has the same number, so we cannot compare it because it is same. And then let's see next to the thousands, 4 and 4, same number, and then hundreds. We have the different number in hundreds. You can explain the 10,000s digit of both the 10,000s and the 1,000 digit and the 1,000 digit of both numbers are same. In the digit in hundreds are different. 34,831 has greater hundreds, which is wait 34,831 has greater hundreds than 34,280. Okay. If you want to mention what is the hundred in 34,831, you can mention it. If it is only like this, so it's okay. Or if we can mention it, so it would be like this. We can write the sentence. Actually, you can write the sentence by your own language, like your own style of writing. Yeah. The digit in hundreds of 34,831 is 8, which is greater than the hundreds of 34,280. It is 2. Okay, next, for number 3, find the factors and first 4 multiples of 6, 15, and 18. And here I'll just um explain about the factors of 18. To get the factors, what are the factors of 18? We need to find out what number times what number to make 18. It is the fastest way, yeah. Okay, so let's start from the smallest to make it range and organize. Start from the smallest. It is 1 times 18. And then 2 times 9. And then 3 times 6. And then 4 cannot, 5 cannot, and then 6 times 3. But 6 times 3 is same as 3 times 6. So if it is already made the number in here, it means that it is enough. It is done. So the factors of 18 are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. And then we need to find out the first 4 multiples. First 4 multiples of 18 equal to 18 and then 36. We always plus 18 plus 18. Or it is same as like it is 18 times 1, this is 18 times 2, and then it is 18 times 3, which is it is 54, and then in here 18 times 4, which is it is 72. Okay. So next number is number 4. I want to buy a towel, which is the cost is 78,900 rupiah, and a bottle of shampoo 23,100 rupiah. Estimate the total cost by rounding off to the nearest thousands. Okay, so a towel, it is 78,100 rupiah. If we want to rounding off of this, so it became, it already have the symbol. To the nearest thousand, yeah. So the nearest thousand, the thousand here is 8. Look, after 8 we have 9. 9 is more than 5, so the 8 would be rounded up. So it became 79,000 rupiah. What about a bottle of shampoo? We can write it as shampoo, yeah, to make it easier to write. So the shampoo price is 23,100 rupiah. If we're rounding off to the nearest thousand, the thousand here we have 3. Look, 3 would be changed or not, would be rounded up or not. Look at the 100. The 100 is 1, which is 1 is less than 5, so the 3 would not change. So we can write it as 23. And then the rest number, it is 0. Okay. So after that, we can plus them because the question is the total cost. So we can plus them. The ones here is 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, it is 0. 9 plus 3 is 12. We can write 2 here and then put 1 up. And then 1 plus 7 plus 2 is 10. Alright. Or, anyway, this is one of the way. Or you can find out by totaling this all. After that, you can round it off to the nearest thousands. It's okay. And then for B, estimate the total cost by rounding off to the nearest 10,000s. We know that a towel costs a towel 78,900 rupiah. Correct, right? And then shampoo 23,100 rupiah. Look, we need to round it off to the nearest to the nearest 10,000s. The 10,000s for a towel price is 7. Look, we need to round it. We need to round up the 7 or no? We need to round up. Why? Because after 7, we have the thousands. We have 8 in the thousands, which is 8 is more than 5. So we need to round 7 became 8. We need to round it up. And then the 8 here becomes 0. The 9 here becomes 0. It is 0, 0. Next for shampoo, the 10,000s for the shampoo price is in the digit of 2. Look, the 2 would be changed or no. Let's take a look for the thousands digit. The digit is 3, which is 3 is less than 5. So the 10,000s digit here doesn't change. It keeps 2. And then the rest we have 3 became 0. Others became 0. We can plus them. 0, 0, 0, 0, 8 plus 2 is 10. So this is the estimate, the total cost by rounding off to the nearest 10,000s. All right. Next, number 5. For number 5, according to the picture above, the length of the bar is 3.5. Yeah, if this is 3, so this is 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, this is 3.4, and this is 3.5. Look, it is in here. It is 3.5. So 3.5, it is between the whole number 3 and 4. The estimate of the length of the bar to the nearest ones is, because 3.5 is exactly between the whole number 3 and 4, so we round it up to the 4. We round it up. If the decimal here is 0.5, we need to round it up. Unless if it is less than 5, we won't round it up. If it is more than 5, we will round it up. Yeah. If it is exactly at 5, we will round it up as well. Because, look, because 3.5 is exactly between 3 and 4, so we need to round it up. Is it between 3.5 is exactly between 3 and 4. Besides, from 0 to 9, the 5/10 is in rounded up group. What does it mean, miss? We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. If we divide this into two groups, this group is rounded down. This group is rounded up. Okay. So number 6, it is same as number 5, so you can answer it by yourself. That's it for number 7. Observe the numbers below. We have 2, 9, 17, 11, 22, 19, and 27. Are those numbers prime numbers? Why? To find out the prime numbers, we need to explain here. The prime numbers only have two factors. We can look at this number 2. Number 2 is 1 times 2. 2 is the product of 1 times 2, so the factors is 1 and 2. It is prime number. Look at the 9 here. 9 is the product of 1 times 9 and then 3 times 3. So the factors are 1, 3, and 9. And then 11 is the product of 1 times 11. It has only two factors, which are 1 and 11. So it is prime number. Look, 9 is not prime number, yeah, because it has three factors. And then what about 17? 17 has two factors. It is 1 times 17. So it is the factors of 17 are 1 and 17. And then next we have 19. 19 is the product of 1 times 19 only, so it is the prime number. And then 22. 22 is the product of 1 times 22, and then 2 times 11. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 factors, so it's not prime number. For 27 is the product of 1 times 27, and then 3 times 9, and then what else? I think only this, yeah. So 27 has 4 factors. So that's why it is not prime numbers. But how can we explain it? We need to write it in words. The prime numbers only have two factors. We need to mention the prime numbers are 2, and then 11, 17, and 19. And then what it's 9, yeah. Meanwhile, 9 and then 22 and 27 are not prime numbers because they have more than two factors. All right. That's it for number 8. Farhan harvested some apples and watermelons. He wants to share 60 apples and 24 watermelons equally with some of his neighbors. How many neighbors he can share it with? Write the process in the box provided. So we need to find out the HCF of 60 and 24. What should be HCF, miss? Why not LCM? I already explained it at class, so please take a look at your notebook. Let's find out. We need to create the 60 and 24. We create the factor 3. The factor 3 of 60 is 2 and 30, and then 2 and 15, and then 3 and 5. We need to circle the prime numbers, 2, 2, 3, and 5. The 24, 3 factors are 2 and 12, and then 2 and 6, and then 2 and 3. We need to circle the prime numbers. We have 2, 2, 2, and then 3. We need to write down the 60 here. 60 we have 2 times 2 times 3 times 5, and then 24 we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. To have, to have the HCF, we need to look at the same number in 60 and 24. In 60, we have 2 and 2. We can write it 2. And then 2 and 2 again. Look, the sign is times, so we need to give times 2. And then which has same number? This, yeah, 3 and 3. We write as times 3. So this is the HCF. 2 times 2 is 4 times 3 is 12. All right. We write the conclusion. So, Pak Farhan can share his apples and watermelons with his 12 equally. So, Pak Farhan can share his apples and watermelons equally with his 12 neighbors. All right. Let's do number 9. The red bulb lights up every 12 minutes. The yellow bulb lights up every 18 minutes. If they are lit up together at 3 o'clock, at what time they will light up together again? It means we need to find out the LCM of 12 and 18. All right. We need to find out the 3 factors of 12 and 18. The 12 is 2 and 6, and then 2 and 3. We need to circle the prime numbers. And then the next number we have 18. The 3 factors of 18 are 2 and 9, and then 3 and 3. We need to circle the prime numbers again. And then we copy the 12 prime numbers. They are 2 times 2 times 3. And then 18 prime numbers are 2 times 3 times 3. All right. Now for the LCM, remember LCM is greedy. It would takes the rest number. Yeah. So let's take a look which has the same number here. It has 2 and 2. We can write it once here, and then 3 and 3. So it have times 3 here, and then the rest we have 2. There's no couple, and 3 also here. There's no couple, so we can write both in here. Times 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6, times 3 is 12, times 3 is 36. And then we need to write the conclusion. So, Oh yeah, the LCM is 36. What does 36 means? 36, it shows the minutes. Yeah, because the 12 years is in minutes, 18 also is in minutes. So 36 is 36 has units, it is in minutes. And then we write the conclusion. So they will light up again at 3 o'clock. They will light up again 30 minutes after 3 o'clock. It is at 3:36. Yeah. Or you can write it is 3 double dot 36. It show the time. And then number 10, Starla got 1,200 coconuts from her garden. She shared two-fifths of them to her auntie. How many strawberries that she shared to her auntie? It's easier for us to draw the bar. How many bar we need to draw? How many parts of bar we need to draw? We need 5 parts of bar. We have a bar, and then we divide this into 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is the whole parts represents 1,200 coconuts. Yeah. From here to here, or the whole box, the whole mini box here contains 1,200 coconuts. The question is, how many coconuts in this one box? If it is divides equally, it's supposed to divide equally, yeah. We can find it by divides the whole, which is 1,200 divided by how many box is it? 5 box, yeah, 5 mini box, which is there are 5 uh parts. So 1,200 divided by 5 is 240. Okay, yeah. So each box contains 240 coconuts. So the question is, how many strawberries that she shared to her auntie? Look, her auntie is only got 2 box out of 5 box. I mean, her auntie only got 2 parts out of 5 parts. Yeah, 2 parts is this. 1 part, 2 part. This is belongs to her auntie, to Starla's auntie. So this from this is 240 plus 240, it is 480 coconuts belonging to Starla's auntie. All right, this is for number 10A. Let's take a look for number 10B. How many coconuts that Starla had left? At first, Starla had 1,200 coconuts. And then he gave 480 coconuts to her auntie, so we minus it. Minus 480. All right, so it is 720 coconuts that Starla had left. All right, that's it. Now it's number 11. Observe these bars. Shade the bar to show the equivalent fractions, then write the fractions of each bar in the boxes provided. The shaded part here is 1 out of 2 parts. Look, let's give the border here. So the shaded part for the second bar is 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 out of 8 parts. Look, when one bar, uh, let's say this one bar, yeah, is divided into, oh, sorry. When half bar is divided into how to say this? We will say this is part. When one shaded part, it is one shaded part is divided into 4 equal parts here. So it would be 4 shaded parts out of 8 parts for the total. Yeah. And then this is one unshaded part is here. And then let's take a look again. When one shaded part is divided into 5 equally parts, yeah, from here to here, and then we shade it. So the fraction of shaded part is gonna be 5 out of 10 parts. Because in here, for the unshaded part, is divided into 5 parts as well. Each part of this is divided into 5 parts. So let's write the explanation why these fractions are equivalent. We need to give the information first that, hey, 1 out of 2 is equivalent with 4 out of 8 because when we divide when each part, why is it black? Supposed to be blue. 1 out of 2 is equivalent with 4 out of 8 because when each part of half, yes, we can write it. When each part of half is divided equally into 4 parts, it shows 4 shaded parts out of 8 parts. That's also when 1 out of 2, we can write it here, 1 out of 2 is equivalent with 5 out of 10 because when each part of 1 out of 2, like what I explained previously, is divided equally into 5 parts, it shows 5 shaded parts out of 10 parts. All right. And then next, let's take a look for number 12. For number 12, write the expression of the shaded squares in fractions, shaded squares, in a fraction, decimal, and percents. We can find out how many small squares here. The way is like this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 here. There are 10 in vertical, 10 in horizontal, and then we times them, it becomes 100. It means the total small square here are 100. So the fraction would be out of 100. Let's take a look for the shaded area. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there are 20 out of 100. This is the fraction. What about the decimal? The decimal is 0.20. What about the percent? Every out of 100, we can write it as percent. Yeah. So it is 20 out of 100 is same as 20%. Number 13 is same as number 12. Okay. Now it's number 14. Putra wants to do a survey about the users of Android and iPhone among his friends at school. It turns out that 79% of them are Android users. Explain what's the meaning of the result. 79% of them are Android users. It means that 79% of Putra's friends are using Android, means in every 100 his friends, in every 100 of his friends, 79 people is Android users and 21 people this is Arya are iPhone users. Only that's the explanation. And then number 15, the last one. A beauty product claim 9 out of 10 people feel changes to their face skin after using the product for a period of time. Read the fraction, decimal, and the percent of people who feel changes after using the beauty product. A beauty product claim 9 out of 10 people feel changes. 9 out of 10, we can write as 9 out of 10. What about the decimal? 9 out of 10 is 9 tenths, yeah. So it is 0.9. What about the percent? Let's just write it one by one. The fraction, here we have 9 out of 10, and then the decimal, we have 0.9, and then the percent. We know that the percent is every out of 100. Meanwhile, the fraction we have here is 9 out of 10. We need to make it into 100. So 9 out of 10 equal to out of 100. How could 10 become 100? It is times by 10 because the bottom times by 10, so the top need to times by 10 as well. So it is 90 out of 100. 90 out of 100, it means that 90%. So 90% people feel changes to their face skin after using the product for a period of time. Okay, so I think that's all for today, for the discussion today. And thank you for watching. See you. Bye.